Uh, it looks like I wasn't live. Can you guys hear me now? Uh, can you guys hear me? Yay! Hi everyone. Welcome to Kicks Gaming. This is Papa Kicks. It looks like there's a chat lag. So if I don't respond right away, or if I take a little bit to respond, then yeah, that's just the chat lag. I wish I could fix it. I don't know how. Oh well. Tabs and Tommy will be joining us shortly, so we have a little time to kill. Is there anything you guys want to do or see? Yeah. And is the audio a good volume level, or is it too high? Looks like it might be a little bit too high. Oh, okay, good. Then I won't change it. My stones. So, since I'm on the tester version, I have some level 7 stones, not a lot. So I have 1 fire, 1 poison, and I believe 1 tentacle. And then I have 2 XP / life drain stones. Unfortunately, on the tester version, life drain doesn't work, so I'm not wearing them. It works in Chaos Dungeon, but it doesn't work in Abyssal Maze. So this will be a little bit harder than normal. It'll be hard mode Abyssal runs. Should be okay though, but I might struggle a little bit. But those are my stats. Yeah. Awakened Bender. Yes, I can show that. Let's see. I use BlueStacks. I don't think I want to exclude anything. Instead, I want to bring disease. What mode did you want to see Mender in? If I play with anyone, I'm going to have to bail on them. Can do maze, I guess. Chaos Dungeon is the new dungeon that was coming out. It was announced by Gammon probably a week ago. It'll be the next one to come out. It's pretty fun, and hopefully I will be able to show it later. But for now, it'll just be a surprise. And I need to change my key binding. This person's gonna be like, what the heck, you have Mender and you're not healing me. Where'd they go? There, you didn't get to see anything of Mender. That's great. Sorry. So for your Abyssal Maze question on fire, we'll save that one for when Tommy's here. He's the expert. That's why he's going to be teaching me Abyssal today. I don't have the my clan is below most people's. I'm in a not the greatest of clans, so I can't show you what's there, unfortunately. If you watched my video on the clan boss, I do have a screenshot of some of the things that are in there, so you can get somewhat of an idea, but unfortunately I just don't have anything unlocked. I need to get a new clan. I wish there wasn't chat delay. It's like 5 seconds. We had this last time, and I thought I used the low latency mode, and it does not seem to have worked. Sometimes YouTube puts it on low quality by default, and then you have to go in and adjust it, force it to do high quality. The auto sets it too low. If any of you want to join audio chat, voice chat, you can do so on my Discord. Playing Maze without healing is pretty easy at this point, but it's a fun challenge. Awesome. They're waiting for me to stop attacking. Oh well. We're on level 6. I don't think it matters.
Hey, Papa.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Sorry, ran a little late on the Sunday barbecue.
That's okay. I'm working out the kinks on the stream anyway. I was talking for at least 2 minutes before I realized nobody could hear me. I hadn't gone live yet.
All right. Well, I've got to share the stream. A few people ask about it when I do it, so let me post the stream some places, and we'll get to the task at hand.
Sounds good. I think I'm going to need to pump up your audio so that people can hear you, though. I'll wait till you're back to make sure the setting is right.
I'm here. I'm also going to post it. I was going to ask you also while I have you here, Papa. There's a Spanish-speaking clan, primarily South America, and one of the girls there, her English is great and her Spanish is great, and she volunteered that if you would like to post a Spanish version and a non-Spanish version, that she would go through and chunk by chunk translate and let you overlay the sound on it. That's an option for you. We can talk about it later, but
Yeah, that would be awesome. We've already had somebody do a Brazil translation, but that was just the captions. Doing a full audio one would be cool.
it would
I'm all
require
for
extra
that.
work from you. You'd have to work with her, but make sure she gets the finites right.
Right. Should be that. That would be cool. I think I need to adjust your audio. Like, you're pretty quiet for me. I don't know if you're quiet for the stream though. This guy probably thinks I'm a total noob, which I am, just not for Maze.
All right. I'm pulling the live up to try to eliminate feedback, but
Oh,
yeah, I'm pretty quiet on my end. There we go.
Okay, people are saying the audio is good for you, so.
All right, good enough. Where are the questions? Are people asking questions in this one? Is there somewhere, because Tab's finishing up with our guest, is there somewhere where the questions are going to be posted besides the YouTube?
Just the YouTube.
I prefer to keep it in YouTube.
Yeah. Hanny Fire from Argentina says hi to you.
Helena, welcome. She's actually the lady I was just talking to you about, good sir.
I kind of figured based on the location.
She's really awesome people. Her and her significant other.
Awesome. Is she the streamer, or is that somebody else?
She does stream. Yeah, she streams on Twitch. Yep.
Okay.
She streamed lately that I've seen, but yeah, really good group of people that follow her too.
Yeah, I've seen the link on Hunt Royale when she posts it. Yeah, your profile picture is the same.
Yeah. It's like an AI generated thing, but it looks nowhere near as magnificent as she does. She's got a great smile and a great attitude.
That's awesome.
I'm going to go ahead and post this a few places.
The plan is 2 hours total, but we're going to do 1.5 hours and then try and wrap it up so that we're right on time for 2 hours.
Yes, sir. Whatever works.
Somebody asked. That's why I was explaining. And I don't know if you're going to be streaming after Tommy or not.
I'm not going to be streaming after. So, I mean,
Okay.
if there's enough requests for it, I can. If people want to learn something, want like to do some lessons on something, I don't mind helping out. But I have no plans to. But if people want me to, I will. I wasn't particularly geared towards it, but I don't mind. If people want to ask questions about things and test ideas, I'm all about it.
Or if Helena wants to either, that works also.
Yeah, Helena, if you want to stream afterwards, I'll jump in and we can do what we did last night. She actually talked me into streaming last night for the Spanish community, and she translated while we did finite things, had some really good runs.
translated in real time. That's awesome.
Yeah. Went from 9-minute runs with a guy trying to learn maze down to, I think we were just a hair under 7, but he already had all the gear. He already had everything he needed. He just didn't know how to do it in a quicker fashion. Overstacking, hunter selection, things like that.
Is that Abyssal or regular?
Abyssal, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what you're going to be doing again today.
Well, that's while we're talking about it. The first thing I usually ask when I'm trying to coach someone to do Abyssal is, what is your damage reduction at?
81%.
Okay, so you're maxed out. I'm going to assume that you're not, so that people who are not maxed out, you do not have to have maxed out damage reduction to do even fast AMs. Damage reduction is the best way to go, but I strongly recommend survivability is the most crucial part of AM. So get your green gems or your blue gems. Stay away from the red gems for now for your defensive stuff, but survivability, as long as you can survive long enough and apply stacks fast enough, even if you don't have the best damage reflect or anything like that, you can still do Abyssal Maze.
Indeed.
So.
Yeah, Jason, because I'm using BlueStacks, I'm using a rotation app. So it's actually, instead of portrait, I'm sure you'll notice it's landscape. And that has the effect of giving me a lot more, zoomed out window view, which is quite helpful if you don't want to pull the boss early.
Yeah, you can use on your iPhone or on your PC, you can actually use an app called Screen Orientation to do the same thing, but on a smaller screen. It does create one difficulty for you, and that is it's hard to see some of the stuff when it's really small. So you'll hit more obstacles and things, but you can use the Screen Orientation app on your phone also.
Does that work for Apple as well?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's a. I'll get with Papa and I'll do it. I'll have one of the guys who uses Apple do a tutorial, because there is one minor thing that you have to do, and I'll just have the video made and Papa can upload it here for you guys. So yeah, there was an issue using it on iPhone a while ago, but we worked that out.
Okay.
I don't use it because the screen, it definitely helps with the speed runs, but the screen size hinders me, especially when I'm running with lower level players. Me not being able to watch things very closely to make changes.
The only issue for me is if I'm on my phone, the level up buttons are so small.
Yeah.
But on BlueStacks, I can use controller and it makes everything easy.
Hotkeys.
Yeah.
Oh, now you have a controller, so you don't even need hotkeys. Huh? Nice.
Yep. Just buttons. You can use the mouse. You can use keyboard. You can set all that up. I just prefer controller. There is ways to cast your computer with your phone. It usually requires third-party software, so I haven't really bothered with it, and this works for me. Xbox controller is what I use.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just sticking with this random.
No worries, no worries. While you're, is this a regular maze that you're running through?
Yeah, people wanted to see Mender, and Mender, or we beat Maze 1 in like 10 seconds, and I'm
For the people
just never quit.
The people who watch my my stream, I always joke about the new the new dungeon was going to be Abyssal Crimson, where they just changed the background to like where everything's red and maroon, but you go from 5, it goes beyond 1, so it'd be the same as 1 through 5, and then it'd be 6 through 10 is even more upgrades. I've joked about that forever. I call it Abyssal Crimson, and I joke about that. So I was like, hey, all right, he's showing us a tester sneak peek at Abyssal Crimson here. But no, well, while you're finishing up there, as far as when it comes to the most important thing is making sure you have your survivability and you can stack. You can do it without any awakened hunters. You don't need it. I'm going to do a shout out to someone that a lot of people haven't heard of, though. A guy in Cakes, Loading. His Discord name is Loading. I think it's Loading in Cakes also. But he actually got Torment unlocked before he had a single awakened hunter. So anybody who thinks you need awakened hunters, they do help, and they help with speed runs. You do not need awakened hunters. It's one of the things that I get flabbergasted when people are letting me know who they have awakened. It helps if you got certain really good hunters awakened. Let someone know, yeah, I do have these awakened. But really, you don't need awakened hunters for Abyssal Maze at all. It does help, but you don't need it. It's all about learning the combos and understanding stacking. And as long as you have the survivability and the ability to stack, you might have 10-minute runs, but you can do Abyssal Maze with the gear requirements they put in place. It is easy for pretty much anyone to do Abyssal Maze. They just got to know how.
And
we're going to go over that.
Impressive. I, on the other hand, have all hunters awakened, so that should make it easier.
I have a few to awaken still myself. I don't want to awaken a Minotaur just out of general principle, but he is really effective in some situations if you use him right.
Werebear was my last one, and it's only because I hate him.
That's me with Torment. There's another one that someone mentioned in a stream not long ago. It wasn't my stream, it wasn't your stream. I don't remember which stream it was, but someone mentioned who was another hunter that is just people for whatever reason love to hate this hunter. Who was it?
Succubus?
Yeah, it was actually. You must have seen that. Yeah, I was.
No, it's just an easy guess.
Yeah, I reflect with Succubus. Is it my last option? Yes, but does it work? Yes. So.
Does she have reflect? I think she does, right?
Maybe Ivy, it may be Succubus. I think it's
Ivy has
it's
reflect.
Ivy or Succubus. It's one of the reflect hunters. It's the reflect. It was the reflect hunter that is the bane of everyone's existence. So it's probably Ivy. It might be Ivy. All right. I'm looking at the chat here. So before we get started, while he finishes up, does anyone here have any questions? Is everybody here already sufficient in Abyssal Maze? Or are there any finite details about Abyssal Maze that you all would like answers to? Good, bad, and ugly, whatever the situation is. You're more than welcome to post questions. I'll take some questions while we're warming up. So whether it's a hunter combo, because you can't survive, that's going to be your Mr. Josh Robbins. That is the most crucial thing. All these guys getting their fire sets, it's nice, but if you can't survive, your damage is useless if you can't survive. So if you don't have the blue gems, it's best to go with if you don't have the blue gems, it's best to go with green gems. All right. So what's he saying here? King Birdie, when does it warrant using fire to reflect rather than poison? Okay, so that's actually a really good question there. I gave you a 100, and one of the big things that I see people doing is running fire on 1, 2, 4, and 5, and that is not always your best option. And there, if any of you guys in here are more experienced or very experienced and you have a differing opinion, let me know, and I'll try and check it out. But I run poison on 1 always, and I start with engineer. The 4 poison and 2 healing, and generally it's about 20 to 25 seconds. So I'm not the best on my runs for 1, but I've tried it with the fire set. So the big thing is when it comes to that is going to be poison has an advantage because you don't need a certain number of stones to reach the threshold for stacking fire, like you do with stacking fire, where you can only run 1 tentacle. So that means you're sacrificing healing, and maybe you do that. There are some situations where I'll do stuff like that, but stacking the fire costs you the ability to stack more stacks because you don't have the extra tentacles. And if you do have the extra tentacle, 1 tentacle, 75%, you're losing. And there's a lot of speculation about level 7 gems. I don't know if Papa can speak on that. Is that going to be a thing?
Yep. I'm wearing some, so we'll look into that.
So if level 7 gems come out, it could change the dynamic entirely when it comes to that. Because if you get 100% poison, that's our 100% tentacle chance off of a level 7 gem. That could be a big game changer. But also, you'll have level 7 gems, so you may be able to incorporate a healing gem and a tentacle gem, which would dramatically change fire, the way fire works. So, but back to your question, though, these are just having fun with it. But so the question is, when does it not warrant using fire to reflect rather than poison? Oftentimes, it depends on who you're playing with, but fire, I run only fire on the no healing waves because you can get the stacks, and fire does reflect better, but it also farms the mobs better. That's the big thing, is if you've got to be able to farm the mobs. So whether it's 5 or whether it's 4 or any other wave, like, you've got to take into consideration farming and survivability is the key thing in Abyssal Maze. So as long as you can survive and farm adequately with poison, it's usually your best bet, as long as you can farm and survive. So that's going to be dependent on your hunters. It's going to be dependent on what hunters you have to choose from and your partner has to choose from. And then you make your decision from there. Sometimes it's better to be able to farm quick and stack slowly. Sometimes it's better to do a hybrid of both. No, not a problem, sir. All right, let's go to Kevin here. Hunter combos would be good to know. I run full mythic, full fire, full DR. A question for Papa regarding level 7 gems. Is the change up from 6? I think he's saying, is the change from 6 to 7, is it significant, as to 5 was only a couple of percent? Well, most of the gems, I'll let Pop answer that question, but just before he does, the 5 to 6 is pretty significant, especially you look at fire, 75%, holy. And from 5 to 6 on tentacles or poison, it's actually pretty significant. When you're dealing with percentages, it's pretty crazy math if you expand it out. But I'll let Papa answer that. So I'll rephrase the question. He's asking, is the percentage increase significant?
Yeah. So a lot of them they seem pretty small, but when you actually think about it, they're pretty good. So as an example, One of them that's really good straight up is Tentacles. It's going up to 90% instead of 75%. But damage reduction is only going from 9% to 10%. So that one's not so great. Still useful, just not as good.
Very.
One that looks not as good, but is actually really good, is Fire. Fire is going up to 250%, which is only a 25% increase. But you got to remember that if you have a full fire stat, you're stacking 3.5 per hit right now on rank 6 stones. But with level 7, if you have a full set, you're now stacking 5, which is roughly a 40% increase. So it's only 25%, but it winds up being a huge boost in damage. Poison goes up to 200% instead of 150. Life Drain is another huge one. It goes up to 30% instead of 15. Damage goes from 60 to 75, which is pretty nice.
Do we know what the cost from Legacy dungeons for 6 to 7, Papa?
Yes.
Oh, it's Kevin, man. I haven't seen him around in a while. What up, Kevin? Yeah, Kevin Roper. Howdy.
So this is the current cost. I'm pretty sure it's going to make it to live, but it could change by the time it goes live. But this is the cost: 4K gold, 3K maze gems, and then 200 for everything else.
I'm learning about a lot of this on the fly with you guys right now, but I'm going to let you all know, if you're awakening your hunters right now, these gem changes are, just looking at it and doing the math in my head on the fly, look like they're going to be a game changer. Save your legacy gems for getting your level 7 stones. You can awaken your hunters anytime, and these stones will actually help you get those materials faster. So it looks like these level 7 stones are going to be a game changer. Y'all know me. Well, anyone who doesn't know me knows I've been really discouraged with the maze gear kind of breaking the game from the paradigm it was in before. But it looks like they're rectifying that right now, and they're actually going to try and rebalance the game, because this maze gear broke the game. It really did. It's really powerful gear. It's really awesome, and they look like they're implementing some pretty cool ways to keep growing the game, but also to rebalance it. Free maze gear, just giving every hunter poison alone was a game changer for the game. So it looks like they're doing some really awesome stuff.
Before the stream is over, I am going to do some Chaos Dungeon, and we can talk about some of those changes then. There's one aspect I'm not allowed to show, but other than that, we can have some fun in there. Actually, I can have some fun in there. It's solo. So even if you were on the same version, we still couldn't play together. But
I don't know if you saw Jason. He asked, when should we expect something like this patch to drop?
Because of the phase we're in testing, my guess would be, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks. But that's just based on, previous past. So do not go to this forums and say, oh, it's going to be 2 weeks because Papa Kick said so. Please don't say that. That's just a guess.
That is what you should say, guys. Papa Kick said so.
Yeah, I hope they want to get this one as bug-free as possible so that it's a smooth launch. Because awesome. Some of the recent stuff wasn't so perfect, and yeah, we need to get this right. So,
all right. Well, I'm gonna mispronounce this person's name. If you want to put a phonetic in, I'm gonna say Welston. Will the Chaos Dungeon host new gems, or will it just reward maze and legacy gems?
I will explain that when we show it, and I am going to be making a video on it. So even if you stick around and watch it here, please watch that other video. It's going to be a good one.
Hey guys, and
are we ready to get started, Tommy?
Yeah, we're ready to get started. I just want to let everybody know it means a lot y'all being here. definitely drop a like, and all your all's comments are really appreciated, because when you guys do that, it definitely promotes Papa's videos, and it's greatly appreciated. Like, you have no idea. So
Definitely.
appreciate the comment. Definitely drop a like if you haven't already. Let's see if this can be the first video to get 2 million likes. That would be amazing. First video. Let's make it this. I'm not saying what his previous counter was, but let's make this the first one to get 2 million likes.
Well,
Hey,
it'll be close, but I think we can do it.
All right, Papa, where do you want to start with the this was your idea, so where do you want to start?
Let's get me gemmed appropriately and then get our first hunter selection.
All right, let me fire my phone up. I'd like to know the guidelines. Like, you talk to the queen more than me. So Tabs, she was, y'all talked about it, everything. I don't know what your goal is. So I figured it's best if we go out over it live instead of having anything rehearsed, so we can kind of adjust on the fly.
Totally agree. So, hey, thank you, Cody. Appreciate it. If anybody is wondering why I'm doing this stream, it's because I never learned Abyssal. I played it before the damage reduction and reflect meta came out. But as I scroll down here, you're going to be like, oh my god. I only have 549 Abyssal Maze floors, and I only have 46 AM5s completed. I technically should not be able to have Torment right now. So I'm very much a noob at this, and I don't know why I never bothered to learn it, but I just didn't. So, normally I make videos about the new dungeons and stuff like that. And I thought it would be cool to have a teacher, thus Tommy. And Tommy's going to show me the ropes, and that's why we're doing the stream.
All right, and even though he has awakened hunters and things, guys, and he's got good stones and everything, I'm literally gonna treat it as if I were. That's why you guys ask your questions, comment, whatever. Because I'm not going to be 100% going for like a speed run. These are just going to be consistency runs. I'll be honest with you guys before we even start. A lot of the time will quit on 3 if I don't have good selections, because I'm grinding trophies. If I'm grinding trophies, I don't try to complete a 5. I just want the trophies. And if I don't have a good pick, the long 4 and 5 can actually hurt the amount of trophies you produce, which I don't grind like I used to, so I'm not a grinder anymore. But when I am grinding for trophies like Clan Chest right now, I put next to nothing in. But when I'm grinding for trophies and I'm materials and things like that, it's all about speed. So I do a lot of that sort of stuff. But what we'll do is we'll treat it like it's a normal run with anyone else, which he's got he said all of his hunters awakened. You're not going to have that. You don't need awakened hunters, guys. You don't. They do help.
But it makes it so easy when people are saying, which ones do you have awakened? And be like, all of them. Rather than the whole 1, 2, 4 thing. And we can get into that when we do our run.
Yep. So the most important thing is let's go over survivability. Papa Kicks, you're at 81% damage reduction.
Yes.
Which is almost the hard cap. I think the hard cap is, it
90.
doesn't cap, but it's the hard cap is 90.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a fun fact for you guys. But you can go over it. It's just that's kind of the hard cap. So survivability he's got, and there he already did it. 700 HP plus his hunter HP, and I would not run what he's running. I would run.
Yeah, so I don't know if you heard that, but healing is not working on this version of the test client, at least in Abyssal. So normally I would have a purple in here instead of 3 greens. But yeah, so it's going to be a
I
little
run.
bit harder run than normal because of that force, or at least for me.
No, no. At least you gave me a leg up here. Um, I'm all right. So you're not going to be able to experience healing properly. I've noticed the change to with the latest patch, the normal patch release, the change to Druid's healing. So, but you have no healing, or can you explain that? So, when we're
Uh,
doing this, I want to know what I want to know what I'm getting involved with here. I'm learning on the fly, guys.
Ironically, Druid and Angel's healing, and I think Mender's is the only one that works. That part was
Oh,
fixed. Everything
okay.
else no longer works. So regen doesn't work, life steal doesn't work, and the purple life drain stone doesn't work. At least not in Abyssal. All of it works in chaos, which is where it matters right now. But yeah, I was actually
So,
messaging ads, one of the developers, and like, is it going to be fixed before the live stream? And he's like, no, unfortunately. So we get hard
so,
mode.
if I request you to reflect, which I do request people to reflect without healing, like we do that on 2 and 4, and I do it on 5. Um, so if I request you to pick a reflect hunter, I can't expect healing from you unless it's one of those 3 hunters.
Correct. And
All right.
only one of which has reflect.
Uh, do you want to go over sets that we like?
I think we should jump
For
in and then start discussing that.
okay,
I don't want to make people wait too long before we enter.
let's go.
Who should I bring to start?
Um, I'm since you're having healing issues, I'm definitely going to run engineer, and plague doc's a good option. Skullmaster, beetle, those are good one options. You want to be able to farm quickly for the person reflecting, and if you find the boss, you can stack them until they get there. It's really easy.
Okay.
Make sure you have the right set on. I do. Okay.
Yeah, I know to play engineer usually on round 1 for most people.
Yeah, I've been meaning to replace the Twitch with I don't know if Tuna's going to hear that, but I've been asking him for his PL because I want everybody in Phoenix Legion to have the same tag. So I've been trying to go with his, but he has not gotten back to me with that yet. And while we're playing, guys, literally, when you have this setup, it's find the boss. So, like, he can kill those guys. Like, oh, did you find the boss and not tell me?
Yeah. This is I'm duped, man. You got to tell me these things.
As soon as you find the boss, you alert to it, especially. All right, so Papa's gonna make this hard on me, guys.
It's not
I
on
didn't get any
purpose. I really didn't know.
Yeah, as soon as you find the boss, yeah, you go to the boss immediately. That's what
So
you do.
here's a question
No,
for you.
good.
I know that there's some code words people use, like thanks and help. Is there one for I found the boss?
There is not that I know of, but I usually type if I find the boss and someone else is reflecting, I type help.
Okay.
If I'm done with someone stacking, I type thanks. I just hit the hot buttons. That's what I do. So, we are actually very fortunate here. This is the best hunter, in my opinion, for 2. When it comes to speed runs, I have Mummy. And I would request that Papa Kicks use a full fire set and run Plague Doctor or Gentleman just for killing the mobs. And you really only need 200 poison stacks if your Mummy's awakened. If he's not awakened, you only need roughly 200 to 300 fire stacks. My bad. Misspoke there. So.
Okay. I'm gonna go with gentleman.
Yep. And it's going to be the same thing. Gather the entire map up. if you don't have the survivability for this, like we see the boss there, but we're not going straight to him. If you don't have the survivability, you may want to kill 1 or 2 mobs. When I'm carrying people and teaching people, I definitely kill 1 or 2 mobs to get the 10% boost that you get. So I'm gonna get because I'm the mummy.
Should I be on boss already?
No, yeah, you can be. I'm just making sure you get a couple levels to where you don't die.
200
so you
stacks.
got
200 stacks.
Jeff, get out the way. Stop hitting him. You gotta watch out for tentacle damage, guys. So no tentacles.
On a fire set, we don't have tentacles.
I run one for stacking, and I'm not even sure that it's a good set. Like, I rarely use it. If I run certain hunters like Ancient One or something, I might run it, but it's not a valuable set. The Pure Fire set, the Healing Fire set, and the Poison set, and then a Tentacle Poison with Fire, a Tentacle Poison with Healing are the best sets for newer players. But this is a game over. I don't know how we get so lucky. I have Turtle. It's literally with
I saw that.
2 healing, and 4 poison. I literally just go to the boss. So, all right, not going to be the greatest teaching experience. I was hoping we'd have something rough that we can learn something from, but
I think a good easy one is just as useful. I mean, we're not going to do one run and quit, so.
The most important thing when it comes to stuff like this, though, guys, the survivability. But even if it's no healing round, if you have Turtle, you've got to focus on the most important thing is applying Turtle stacks. I see so many people wanting to run in circles on the boss, out the gate, run in circles when even on a healing wave, they want to run in circles. And yeah, once you get some Turtle stacks on him, I probably should have stacked him a little more. There you go.
Yes, that will be later.
3. That's a bit of a long 3, but we have a really good combo here, and he has no healing. So I would recommend this combo just because I would recommend it regardless. But Druid with any other Reflect Hunter is always a good option, especially Turtle, because all damage Reflect Hunters benefit from that. But with him having no ability to reflect for himself, he can heal both of us, and we can stack the boss a little better, and either one of us can reflect. So, Druid, good sir, full fire.
Okay. Another good choice, I'm pretty sure, is Phantom if I didn't have Druid there. Awakened Druid specifically.
Well, both of us will stack him quickly, but Druid's a really good choice, but too many people also, a big problem, big mistake people make when they're running Druid, or not Druid, but Phantom, is they get ridiculous amounts of ghost time. If you're going to run ghost time on Phantom, then you want to be running Poison and Tentacles, and you want to be overstacking. That's where that's at. But if you're running Fire Set, you do not want ghost time on Phantom. You want ghost attack speed, and I'm watching Papa's life here because it is working. This is one of the hunters he said it worked on, so we're getting a sneak peek. Okay, I'm gonna die. You just keep the stacks on.
Did you die on purpose there?
Yeah, I moved into him. All right, you run away. Oh, you're letting him hit you.
Yep.
So, okay, here's another issue. Oh, no. Oh, you can reflect. That's fine.
You probably have more to reflect.
I didn't get very many, but one issue that...
if we're both getting hit, right?
Yeah, that's what I was about to address. Yeah. So, for those of you who don't know, which Papa clearly does, is... You may think you're doing your teammate a favor when you come in to, reduce the amount of damage, but if they're reflecting, the increased damage from the boss is actually what they want. That's where you get those big chunks from. Oh, Nelly.
See, we're noobing it up.
This is brutal, Papa. One of us has got to reflect. All right. So I'll let his kick in. Oh, wait. Boss is glitched. It may not be on his screen, but all right.
Yeah, it's fine on mine.
I'm gonna let him hit me. Here, just steer clear.
We got it.
There we go. All right, so that was a visual bug. All right. Okay. Hey, welcome later, dude, to the Discord. I hope you're watching the stream. Will Gates, unfortunately, not master. Don't know what he means. What do you mean, Will? Welcome, Will. Y'all don't know Will.
No. I will be playing Chaos. Will, I got permission, so.
Yeah, if y'all don't know Will, he's amazing. So, all right, I got shit picks for this wave. I didn't check to make sure I had my other stuff set up. So you have no healing. Well,
if we wanted to reflect, I have Ifrit. Otherwise, we could just go for pure damage and maybe some weakness.
Okay, Papa, big question. Do you have the primary reflect set?
What is the primary reflect set?
For the healing waves, it is 2 purple, 4 green.
Even if I did, it wouldn't work.
I know. That's the irony of it, but it's best to do it like give me what you got as far as much poison as possible and as few tentacle as possible.
Okay, who are you bringing?
And what we're gonna do? What?
Who are you bringing?
I'm running. Actually, this is a carry set. I would not normally run this, but I'm running it as a carry because I'm having you reflect. So I'm gonna overstack the boss. Like, so if I'm running with someone that can't run it by themselves, I overstack the boss, whether it's fire or poison, it doesn't matter. I overstack the boss. So I'm going to be running Snowman, but I'm also, my game screen isn't up, but I literally set my sets up just for the stream. That's what took me a few minutes getting in.
Okay, I just meant Hunter, though. So you're going to take Snowman, and I'm taking...
Snowman or Scarecrow, but I'm going to run Snowman.
Okay. And I'm taking what? Life Stealer, even though I can't heal?
Life Stealer, certainly. What you do is you come in, you help stack the boss, you die, and then when I'm ready for you to take over the stacks, you just take over the stacks, and you should chunk him like a monster.
Okay.
The monster that you... Just overstack. If someone doesn't...
Poison,
I run
right?
no healing on 5 a lot. Yes, sir. I run no healing, which I would generally run fire here, but with a life stealer, I would run fire.
Yeah,
but I'm running with a life stealer with no healing, so...
Exactly. Even his default life steal doesn't work. Same with Vlad's.
Oh, that bad.
Yep.
But yeah, I will just overstack the boss, and when I tell you to come in, you'll be a chunky monkey.
Sounds good. And
you can literally bring the entire... Oh! I got. All right, well, that was my first time dying. I made it to no heal waves without dying, so I guess not too terrible, but
we got
this. Still losing, guys.
It's ugly, but we got this.
All right, here we go. All right, I got the boss. Just drag the rest of the map to me. Let me just stack the boss, and you drag the map to me.
You got it.
You're gonna need levels. How many reflect do you have? You only need like
I got
2
plenty.
or 3.
I got plenty already.
So y'all can't see my screen, guys, but just so you all know, I made a mistake. I took more time over a distance, which would have been the wiser move. Not the speedrun move, but the wiser move. So
We are
all
more
right,
than ready to reflect.
you're gonna
by the
want.
way.
Oh, all right. All right. When you get back, you'll be ready to reflect.
I mean, we have 6K stacks already.
On mine, we
There
got
we go.
5,200. So there you go. All right. How bad was it? Let's see.
5 minutes.
Jesus.
6
Minute
minutes.
run. Almost 6 minutes. That's kind of brutal.
Especially with my gear score.
Your gear score. Oh yeah. All right. What we'll do here is instead of doing the commentary, guys, we're gonna let you guys do the commentary in the chat. So
That sounds good.
my fastest time, Kevin, is probably I think like 2:05, 20, but sub 2:10 is my fastest time. But we got Mummy and Torment on Mummy and Ripper on one and Mummy and Torment on the other for 2 and 4, and we had Turtle on 3 and 5. You can't expect to get that every time. Speed runs on this are not like speed runs on Legacy Dungeons. What's up? But you can show me in a little bit.
I was just wanting to give away 1,000 of each legacy gem.
Oh, Papa, Tab just informed me that Soxes wants to do a giveaway in your stream. Are you going to allow that? You going to let that happen?
No, that's unacceptable.
All right, so
Of course.
Soxes, I'm gonna let Tab explain it because she read the messages more thoroughly. All right, guys, giveaway time. Here's the queen. Okay, before you jump into the next one, check out your Discord real quick. I think he's talking to you, Papa.
Who is?
Will ask you to check your Discord.
Oh, yeah. I'm already talking to him.
Okay. Tab's going to help us with some of the questions, paying attention and things, and you and I will play and shoot the cheese, as they say. That's how you get Swiss cheese. Tab's gonna get some questions. For those of you who haven't already, if anyone joined recently, we appreciate all the likes, and we would appreciate even more. So Tab's gonna work on this. I'm gonna give the mic to Tab so she can announce Sox's giveaway here in Papa Kick's Discord. Okay, guys, let's work on the giveaway right now, and then me and Papa are gonna we're gonna explain less, but we're just gonna try and do a quick run, even though he has no healing, guys, except for with 3 hunters. So let's let Tab announce this, and we'll get to it.
Who am I bringing, by the way?
Tell him to just run whoever he wants. Plague Doc, whoever.
Run whoever you want, Plague Doc or whoever.
Okay. 8 tabs.
And Tad's going to talk about the giveaway.
Awesome.
All right, guys. So this giveaway is going to be sponsored by the lovely Soxes, and he has generously offered to donate 1,000 of each Legacy Dungeons gems to one winner. So I don't know, Papa, how you're going to want to do that, but that is one of the giveaways that will be going on tonight.
That's a really good giveaway.
That's an amazing giveaway. Kevin Roper is asking, what's your fastest time, Tom?
Between 2:05 and 2:10. I can look through my screenshots, but about low 2 minutes.
Kevin, Tommy is saying that his fastest AM is low 2 minutes.
I'll go through my screenshots and get to Papa, and he can. I'll go through my screenshots and I'll reply to him after the video.
Sorry about that, Kevin. I'm just coming in. We had some unexpected company today, and it hung out a little bit longer than anticipated. So I didn't want to be rude and shoo them away before the stream. So Tom came in and kind of jumped in with Papa early, and I kind of closed everything down here. So I'm here now to join you guys.
Welcome, Tabs. Always great to have you here.
Of course, great to be here. You might hear a 3-year-old in the background, y'all. Sorry about that, but she's tired. She's been swimming all day, so.
That sounds awesome.
Tell Papa just to showcase Tiki. I'm gonna do.
So Tom's saying just to showcase Tiki that he's going to use him.
I'm gonna let him with Barbarian reflect, and I'm gonna Tiki it up. They won't be able to see my Tiki. It's up to him. I can run through. That's what I'm doing.
So in this situation, Tom would normally run Druid. Can you hear him in the background?
Yeah, a little bit. Fire on 2 and 4 always?
Always, yes.
Okay.
All right, she's getting our daughter a drink. I do fire on 2 and 4 just because of the farming aspect. That's the most important thing. Like, you can do poison. You can even do some other ways to cheese the fire damage too. We do that a lot. But Tiki, I was just going to showcase Tiki as a stacker.
Okay.
She's a really good stacker.
So then I'll take Barbarian because that's my only reflect.
She's not my favorite, but literally it's trying to make this fun and fast. I'm not like going like I would with a speed run, but just it's fun to see the mechanics of some of the characters at work. So, all right, I will take the boss. You gather the map, and I'm gonna die because I got caught on a thing. I'm just gonna die here. Just go ahead and gather the map up. I died because I intentionally sacrificed myself because I took too much damage early, guys, on a no healing wave. So I'm going to run through and I'm just going to get to where I'll kill the mobs and...
Fucking boring. I got told to come in and watch this. It's like... What?
So
It's
I don't know if...
massive community. So I think like, oh, there we go.
I don't know if Tabs figured out how she wants to do the giveaway yet, but if she hasn't found one yet, if somebody can tell me what's on my screen that should not be there, we have another prize that we can give if Socks is if you don't want to give yours for that. I don't know if anybody saw it. It's already gone.
I think I have a code. Like some of my codes haven't been working. I messaged Will about it, but I'll throw 500. I have a code that should work for 500 green gems too. That you can do another giveaway with after you do this one.
So did anybody notice anything interesting about that last level that should not have been there?
We needed a hint.
It was probably too quick.
Yeah.
All right, we'll save it. We'll see if it happens again.
Actually, why don't we make that a rewatch when you can do that? Whatever giveaway you had, you can make that a rewatch and figure it out during that time span.
There we go. We have a winner. Mr. Prince. So on my version, disease was working. So your Tiki was applying disease to that boss. So congrats, Mr. Prince. You win one of 3 prizes. We don't know which one yet.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it myself. So I did notice it was quick, but I did not know I did not notice the disease buff. So good job,
It-
brother.
Yeah,
Prince, I
you'd
don't
have to
know
be
if
seeing
you're
my
saying,
screen. It wouldn't be visible on
Yeah.
yours. But
Uh,
that's not going to be a normal release. That's just a bug, FYI. Disease is not coming to AM. Who am I taking?
yeah, that's what I was gonna get to. I can hard solo this with King, so you want to go your best farmer in this situation, which I would probably say Thor if it was another wave, but Spider Queen's probably your best farmer.
Okay.
See, I'm watching this on
And you-
my little 6-inch screen, so I couldn't see what's written, let alone bloody what characters. You're like a little 2-inch man for me.
Paul, you're in here, but Papa does even I'm trying to look at his comments, but keep in mind though that Papa runs a PG-13 stream, so
Right.
all right. I normally wouldn't have gathered so many mobs, but oh,
Yeah, I'm
I was
lagging
not
too.
trying to. Oh, you're more than welcome, brother. That was later, dude. He and I are getting ready for dad talks, but I was just trying to let him know that you try to keep your material a little more clean. I wasn't trying to run it, shoo him off.
I have no idea
All
what
right.
anybody said. I
The
didn't hear it.
queen.
I apologize. I am taking over the mic for a second. After this game, do you mind if we take like a 2-minute technical support break so I can try to switch this out so you and Tommy can still talk, and then I can be on my Discord doing what I'm used to doing?
That would be just fine.
That way it's not having...
Who's his 8? Who's his 8? Who's his hunter on 8? Papa, who's your number 8 hunter there?
Mender.
I know nothing about him. Do you want to showcase him, or are you allowed?
Yeah. Well, he's live, isn't he?
You can test with him, I think.
I thought he's live already. Anyway, yeah, I'll take him because he can heal anyway.
He is
Does
live.
he reflect?
No, he does not. But he does stack disease.
Oh, Jesus. All right. I'll turkey it up, and then we'll take the technical arrow. Yeah, this is 4, so we're going to do full fire. If any of you guys have, like, finite questions, because Papa knows that I would rather, if anyone has questions, guys, the more the merrier, but when it comes to some of this stuff, it's really not. Ooh, way.
Do you need a heal? I can heal. No!
All right, we were going to try for a fast run, but now we're trolling because I'm in uncharted territory with what looks to be an awesome character. Hopefully I'm correct. He's not really healing me. Is he supposed to?
You're getting healed on my
Looks like he's
screen.
supposed to. I'm not on mine.
Oh.
Does he reflect?
No, he does not.
Then
Like-
this is most likely a fail.
Not necessarily, if we can get disease going.
I'm not showing disease either, so it's not showing on mine. So that's interesting for those who can't see my screen. It's not actually showing the disease stacks. So
I'm getting it, but it's super low, so we're gonna need a ton of multi-shot. We're at 10% right now, for example.
right, we
And I'm gonna
lost
be
poison.
annoyed if I don't have the perk equipped. Well, he has 11%, so it is equipped, obviously. New.
All right. I'm not showing any of what you're showing for the disease on my side. So if you guys end up in a game with a tester on accident, which does happen, know that you may not be able to expect. Results may vary. Here, someone's got a question.
We actually have two questions, but I think they're for Tom. And the Charlie Delta is saying, is AM even doable without a functioning full fire set? What's the other option?
Absolutely. I went over that at the beginning of the stream.
We might have people that have just joined in. So what would be the other option?
Okay. All right. So to answer the question for, you don't need a full fire set. You don't need someone with the full fire set, though. You can make it faster that way. Yeah, Papa. I don't think. Let's see what Papa's is at right now. I don't think we're gonna.
No, the disease is not stacking enough.
Yeah. But let's answer that question real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna jump back into the questions here. Without full fire set, yes, absolutely. You don't need to be able to stack the fire. You can cheese it where the other person has enough fire and you have one fire gem. But your best bet is you have to farm efficiently. We kind of covered that briefly at the beginning of the stream. Farming efficiently to where you can kill faster, so one at a time if you must. Like when I'm doing hard carries, which Papa Kicks is not a hard carry, a lot of the time we do that. When I'm doing hard carries, I'll do that. And even if the person is reflecting or anything else, so you don't have to have a full fire set, but you do have to be able to. I recommend for people who don't have a full fire set is one fire gem instead of their healing gem. So same set, you don't have to waste a bunch of resources. Same set, 2 tentacle, 1 fire. Depending on the hunters, the 1 white helps, but you can get away with the 3 poison, 2 tentacle, and 1 fire. It'll help your farming enough. Like I used to tell people not to do that on regular maze, but on Abyssal, it's definitely a better option for 2 and 4. And really, you gotta focus. You guys need to focus on having your stacks, whether it's poison or fire, having the right number of stacks in order to reflect. And then the other person, don't run off. Don't go on a mission. Stay close enough to the boss to where if that person doesn't get them killed, you can keep the stacks alive, whether it's poison or fire. Keep the stacks alive, and you'll be good to go. I don't know if Papa wants to do that. You can ask him.
Now's the time to do it.
All right. Deb wants to talk. Go ahead.
Okay, Papa, I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible just to help save time. Would it be viable for you to show Tom's screen as well as yours, or would you like keeping it how it is? Because we do have some people asking about Tom's set, or I guess he could just send a screenshot of his set to you, and you could.
I don't know how to do it other than just having him send a screenshot, and I would share that.
So those of you in the chat asking what sets he's using and wanting to see, any questions regarding the set and actually seeing it, let's go ahead and we'll leave that towards the end. We'll have Papa show what Tom is working with as far as what he's running in his sets, and he can kind of explain that a little bit more in depth. But right now, I'm gonna go ahead and have Tom log into Discord on his phone while he's playing, so he can still talk to Papa, and they can continue to converse, and he'll hear my questions. But Tommy and I are married, so we're having to share the same mic right now. But if I can get this situated, then I can be on my Discord using the mic and he can talk through his phone while he plays. And Kevin, yes. So after Papa shows the screenshots, I will make sure that they also get posted in Kicks Gaming Discord as well for those that are curious on what sets he's using. So there's going to be a static silence for a minute on my end. Tom, you can log into Discord on yours, on your phone and use it. And I'll do the questions here. So you'll still hear me because I'm going to jump into the chat here.
Before you go, why don't Papa, I'm going to send you, why don't you do a giveaway? I'll send you the code for the green gem. Do a giveaway while she does that.
Or you can stay here and I can go on my phone. It's up to me.
I don't do it. But send Papa the code. He can do the 500 green gem giveaway.
You can do the code. I don't know. Okay. All right, Papa. Code incoming for you to give away 500 green gem.
Okay. Any thoughts on how you want to do it?
Label that Papa.
Is there any way you want to do it? Is there a specific way you would like to do it?
No. Papa's choice.
Papa's choice.
Papa can pick his favorite hunter and let people guess that.
You can pick your favorite hunter and let people guess if you would like.
Okay. That could work. Let me think.
While you're doing that, Papa, you might have to pay attention to the chat. I'm going to log out of Tom's Discord here and go into mine. So I'll be right with you guys.
It's good. Ink stabs. See you soon.
Yep. I'll see you in a minute.
All right. So this is our second giveaway. I guess we're going to do guess my favorite hunter. So go ahead and start guessing, and whoever has it first, it will be the first on my screen, not yours, FYI. So, nope, not Mech. Mech is really fun though. I love him with Ricochet.
All right. I'm ready for another run. Do you want to try to do a fast run, or do you want to try and do... is there anything you want to learn or you want to teach other people while we're doing our run? Like the last run, I knew it was a new hunter, so I wanted to understand it. But with the spirit
I don't think I played it right either.
I don't know. I don't have access to that hunter, but is there anything that you would like to do for the stream? Like for yourself, where if they've got questions, we'll answer. But do you want to try a speed run? Do you want to just guarantee a run? Because like when I'm teaching, a lot of the time, people don't have every awakened hunter, and they don't have the right gear set. You're set all the way across the board. We could do hunter combos, or we can do whatever.
Let's see if I can pick the hunters, and if I pick something really bad, then you let me know, and otherwise we'll just keep going.
I like it. Who do you want me to start with?
I guess engineer. Hey, we have a winner. Kevin Roper. Samurai is my favorite hunter. I love the fact that he has drain. I love that he has damage reduction that is separate from the damage reduction skill. He's got lifesteal. He's just awesome. So congrats. You win our prize. Reach out to me on Discord and I will get it over to you. And I can't believe how many people did not guess Samurai before we got to Samurai. All right. I don't know who to start with.
Play it through the headset. You're going to have to play that through the headset. No worries. She's got I'm just going to go to the other room so we don't have a lot of echo.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Tab finally loaded in. So, all right. Yeah, good. I'm engineer. Let's get to it.
All right. I'm just going to start with Plague Doctor, and we'll just do our best. Hopefully I don't lag as much.
Testing. Can you both hear me?
All right.
We can.
Guys. Soxus giveaway still is in the air, right?
Is it okay? Okay, let me get
Yes.
the chair.
How about we do people guess our time on this one, and start guessing in the chat and guess our time for Sox's giveaway with Papa Cakes
We
picking
can
all the
have
hundred.
people post times that like do a guess on how long it's going to take you guys to complete the run, and the closest to the guess wins, or the closest
With
to the
these
actual
prices
win.
right rules, if you're over the under wins.
Closest to the time without going over.
There we go.
And I would say they have to lock in their guess before, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't. Well,
Your guesses have to be in by level 3.
There you go. I would say 2. By the time we're done with 2. All right. I like Torment, so I'm going to bring Torment. Oh, but I don't have a tentacle set for fire.
One guess per person.
You
Just
don't
saying that out
you
there.
don't have to have that, Papa, but I'm going to let you know that as far as speed, not the best option.
As far as what? Oh, speed?
Not the best option.
Okay.
He's
But we're not necessarily playing for speed.
All right, well, good enough. Torment's also really bad with hunters.
With what hunters?
Reflect.
Oh yeah. Okay. You go Ancient One, and I will go Barbarian.
Okay.
Pretty standard reflect, I think.
Well, it'll be a little different because I'm actually going to run a tentacle because it is Ancient One. I don't always recommend tentacles on fire set. I usually advise against them, but he's one of the hunters that's exempt from the stacking rule there. Have we found the boss yet?
Oh yeah, I can see the boss like right away. As soon as we start.
I know. And do what you need. Get full health because you're going to be reflecting shortly.
Okay.
Just a
We'll
reminder,
probably have
those
to
that haven't gotten
die
guess
first.
in, go ahead and get your guess in before the end of level 2.
Oof, I died.
I kept it alive for you.
Yep, he's all yours when you get up. You should be done. I'm actually going to make him attack me on this side. There you go. Tentacles.
Easy. All right, that's it. Votes are locked in.
No more guesses after Queen Pucker Fish will be accepted.
All right, who do you got?
Dragonite, Rocky, Hammerden, Vlad the Impaler, Zeus, the King of the Gods, the Grim Reaper, Samurai, and Succubus.
Who do you have for Reflect? Dragon?
Dragonite and Succubus, I believe, both have it. Nope, just Dragonite.
What do you want to run?
I would solo this with Dragonite
Okay.
I treat
I
it
could.
almost like and run straight to the balls.
Okay.
But I'm
Let's
running two people.
let's have you do that because I don't know how to do that and I can't do it because I can't heal. So
All right.
yeah,
Just,
Tommy's gonna solo this floor and I'll just kill stuff for him.
this is 3
Right?
poison.
Yep. Does anybody regret their guess?
You do your thing and still. Don't forget about
The Charlie Delta says yes.
I also like the 10-minute votes. Thanks for the confidence. We appreciate it.
Yeah, and he put in a second vote. However, only the first one's going to be taken. We only did one per person.
Gotcha. I regret nothing.
Roz Vaughn is saying, if both have the same answer, what do we win?
Is there duplicate answers?
I've scrolled through. I don't see any. I see some that are. Oh yeah, there are two. 5 minutes and 45 seconds.
I think we can afford 2 prizes if they both win.
Yeah.
That would be pretty incredible if they got it. Oh, I should be keeping you on screen so that people can see it. So is he running from you? Am I seeing that correctly? I'll be lagging.
He's attacking me.
Okay.
He just started ago, but I don't have enough stacks. You were making a stacker mistake, which is get me up to enough stacks. On 3, you generally want 4,000 poison, but it depends on how many reflect you get, but it'll be done regardless, so.
Okay,
There
but
we
you
go.
said you were going to solo it. So
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
I
going to
wasn't-
stack it for you.
I wasn't complaining. I soloed it.
Okay. Let's see who you got. I know Leprechaun is really good, right? Do you take him on 2 and 4?
Leprechaun, if we're running Leprechaun, do you have a set with 1 fire damage? And
No.
2 tentacle and poison?
No, I don't.
Leprechaun is really good, and I can still run Leprechaun, but Leprechaun is really dependent on stacking for himself or having a good stacker, which Skullmaster is not a bad stacker, but it will literally be stack boss. We can run full fire and do. I run partial fire on some of these with when I'm carrying people, but 1 run fire gem and the rest poison and tentacle for Leprechaun, so I can stack for myself. But you can do whatever. This was Papa Kicks calls the shots.
Right. But I do want advice from time to time.
Honestly, if I were to give you advice, I don't have that set up because it's really rare. I only use it in hard carries. But I would recommend full fire and you just stack for me.
Okay. And my best stacker is Skullmaster.
The Charlie Delta
Arguably,
is asking,
Arguably.
obviously as many as possible is the first answer, but what's a good amount of damage reflect?
All of them.
As many as possible. Next question.
It depends on the hunter and your survivability, and certain hunters have better survivability. And they can't see my, but I'm literally killing the first mob by myself to make sure that I can ensure that I can do what I need to do with the rest of the run.
And I was getting some distance, which is more skull layers, so that I can start stacking without dying. To answer your question legitimately, though, there are people who have done the math. either on my server or on the official Discord, where they can tell you exactly how many reflex you need in order to live, if there's life steal on that floor, or just to kill the boss. Oh my goodness.
It's okay. It's fire. I have them.
Because it's 1 second longer?
Yes, the 1 second longer is crucial. 1 second is huge. So he still has, all right, he's yours. All right, I'm going to let you do that. I'm going to bring more in because I got no damage reflect hardly. I'm already level 18. I've got like one damage reflect with an awakened leprechaun.
I got him.
I'm bringing the rest.
I'm good. Stop chasing me. Are you ready for a reflect?
I will be shortly. I'm going to kill these mobs. I brought some more in because leprechaun. All right, stay close.
Heck.
Oh, you're running. Okay, so I run fire stacks on my on mine. You're running slowing stacks. All right. Well, you're. All right, get in there. Oh well. I don't know how that happened.
He was low health on mine.
He was what?
He was low health on mine. We handled it. We always finish turtle, so let's finish turtle.
Well, adding a comment saying if
turtle
you
is
pull
one
them
of the exceptions to the rule where I will run poison. He's an exception to that rule. I will legit prefer if you have a fire heal set. You don't even have to have one. I fire heal is better on turtle, on 5, specifically on 5.
Okay, I'm gonna run Mad Doctor just in case the disease works for me again, and he's gonna get obliterated if it does.
Okay.
All right, so just a couple comments from the viewers. Welston's saying that I think this is relating to the previous level. If you pull the mobs on the boss and can trigger the explosion on top of the boss, it helps add extra stacks. And David Heiner is saying even if you die when you are reflecting, he takes 2 or 3 more hits.
Yes. That's an irony. That's the stacks. Yeah, that's because it stacks. He answered the question in the statement. When it comes to stacks, is the poison stacks? It's over roughly 3 seconds, give or take, and they fall off. But so a lot of people make that mistake when they are when they're stacking and then they're reflecting. When they're reflecting primarily, but when you're reflecting, you don't want to get hit every single time, even though the boss's damage goes up. It depends on the wave and your hunter and how much health you have when you go into the boss. When you actually, if you have help to survive it, go ahead.
That was one of the things that I remember hearing and wanted to bring up for anybody who doesn't know, is that when you are reflecting, especially in the no heal floors, it's usually better to get that one reflect in and then run away and let the poison or fire tick for a couple seconds before going back in and taking that next hit.
With fire, you two ticks, come back in, get hit. 2 ticks, come, because you factor in the boss is running, so he may not attack you automatically. So that's very important. Because if he doesn't attack you right away and you run it close to the line of the ticks, you'll have to attack him, which you can do, just to keep the stacks on. That's the most important part. So if you have to do that, do it. But also, keeping the stacks on is the most important thing. So even if you got to hit him, and hopefully you don't have tentacles, but if you do, at least you kept the stacks on.
Yeah. All right. Are we ready for the reveal?
Let's find out.
Yes, we need a drum roll.
Bum.
Oh, you can't see because I got to pick a hunter. 6 minutes, 15 seconds.
All right. So 6 minutes, 15 seconds. Looks like Cody Astad got it right on the mark. 6 minutes, 15 seconds.
Seriously?
Yes.
Somebody got it on the dot?
Yes.
That is awesome. Congrats.
Also, just for the record, I always complain about any run that's over 6 minutes.
Awesome. Thanks, Bill Gates.
Cody, to claim the 1K of all legacy gems, you will need to shoot your player ID to Papa Kicks whenever you get a chance, so it can be passed.
Yeah, I do want to shout out Bill Gates. He provides all of the codes for my videos, so he's been a huge sponsor and he's awesome. So I'm really glad he's here.
He's also throwing up these super chats. Look at this man.
It's a YouTube feature.
Oh.
Yeah.
And for those of you just joining, I reiterated, Will Gates is awesome. I know no one likes him when he's answering tickets and you don't get the answer you want, but he puts in a lot of work for the game and everything else. So whether you like the results of it or not, the man puts in a lot of work to help you guys. So he, besides supporting the gaming, this game's community and everything, he does put in a lot of time and energy of his own time that, you know, he could be spending with his own family and everything. So much respect to that.
Who doesn't like Will?
No, when people always get frustrated with Will when you know when they put in a ticket and they don't get what they think they should get, whether they should or shouldn't. It's debatable, but the fact of the matter is guess what? None of us get what we want all the time, and when Will handles those tickets, he tries his best for the community, and he gives away a lot of his own money. Like all these giveaways, they are not like the game gives them to give away. No, he spends his own money to do these giveaways. So
yeah.
So we've got a couple comments and questions rolling in. So Runty being Runty says the question is, when is Will Gates buying the game? Maybe he'll actually get some good deals on it if he were to purchase it.
For all we know, he already did.
yes, he's owned it for years
He's already
now.
in the production credits. Cody, to answer your question, just private message Papa in Discord, and he can get it to Soxes.
Alright, so I'm gonna load up Chaos Dungeon. I have permission to show it, but I'm not allowed to show the resistances and modifiers for each floor. I'm pretty sure they're going to be adjusted further after we're testing. I'm guessing that's why I'm not allowed to show that, but so my screen will go dark between floors, and you'll just have to trust me on what I'm picking and telling you
we also
stuff.
have a few other questions, so while you're kind of getting that going, MF Sadistic is asking, what's the highest gem level 7? David's saying, Papa, could you post screenshots of the level 7 gems on Discord? And did that say 350% fire? Or you already answered that one?
Yep. Okay. So the floors are random. When you play, you're going to play a random floor. It might be dragon, it might be abyssal, and you just play that. So I'm getting abyssal here, and it's limited hunter choices, just like abyssal. I'm choosing samurai because obviously he's my favorite hunter. And then I'm choosing abyssal. 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 And then I'm choosing abyssal And now we can turn it back on. So the first thing you'll notice is how quickly this monster does not die. I probably should have picked a different map because everybody's already seen Abyssal. If you notice, it's solo. I don't know if they're going to add 2-player to this or not. And also the timer is longer than normal dungeons. I knew that was going to happen.
So with all the praise that Will has received, he has generously messaged me to inform me that he's going to throw in a 3-month VIP giveaway as well. So we can work that into the end of the stream. Papa, he will be sending a code to you, so that way we can get that out as well.
That's awesome. Thanks, Will. I need 1 kill and then I can start doing some good damage. Need to heal up.
So the Charlie Delta is saying, so Chaos Dungeon is launching as a harder than AM sort of mode?
Very much harder. And that's pretty much why we're getting rank 7 stones at the same time.
Couple questions coming through now. Did a random mob swarm come to you? I think that was a few seconds ago. And while on the subject of new content, is there any scope to make Clan Boss multiplayer, clan party sort of thing?
I'm not aware of any such plans. I think that would be awesome, especially if they make it longer duration than 60 seconds. Yeah, I hope they add that, but I have no knowledge of such a thing. To answer the mob question, yes, right now some enemies will come all the way across the map and it's super annoying and can ruin your run. But that's why it's in testing, and we get rid of those kind of bugs before, you actually have to deal with them. I'm not getting any good perks here. I only have a minute left. There we go. That might be enough. We'll see. We'll just have to play it safe.
I have a question about this Chaos Dungeon. Is it a single player dungeon or will it be multiplayer as well?
For now, it's single player. I'm not aware of any plans to change that. And I'm not going to make it. Alright, I'm just going to load up a new one rather than make everybody wait for a minute watching me fail. Alright, I need a better hunter.
Did you hear the question on posting the screenshots of the level 7 gems on Discord? Are you able to do that?
Some of it has been already showed on the stream, but I'll make sure that I can do that after. I could do Dragon with Samurai again, or I could do Gentleman.
Sean is saying use Engineer Fire Heal set.
I don't
Some
have
people
an
seem bummed out about it being single player.
Yeah, I don't have a fire heal set, unfortunately. Alright. I'm going to do Ancient one because I like stacking. And I have Dust Strike, so that might make it easier. Quite a bit. So each floor has somewhat random modifiers. I mean, they're kind of the same, but they're unique to each dungeon and floor. I don't know if that made sense, but and you can see them running across the map. And thankfully I have Death Strike. I need more monsters, more levels. I have one fire gem equipped. I have a really bad feeling that I did not add a lifesteal stone. Oh, I did. I'm good. So unless something bad happens, which does happen, this should be a win.
Alright, so we have a few questions. When we load in, does it just give us a group of hunters to choose from? And what are these explosions?
Yeah, it's just like AM. You'll get a group of hunters to pick from. There seems to be a really high chance of getting S tier, which is great. It makes it much easier. Yeah. So the next one is Abyssal. And my choices are Wizard, Gentleman, Vlad, Turkey, or Ivy. Yeah, it's random on the first floor as well for now. I don't know if that'll change or not. I could do Gentleman, but I'll try it. I'll try Gentleman. This might be the end of the road for this run, but we'll see.
Alright, so questions are coming in like crazy now. Can the Yeti boss still be stunned? Are you able to attack the boss from the entrance to the right of the Yeti spawn, like on normal Yeti dungeons?
It should be the same map, so yes to both questions. Most of the monsters, on the other hand, are not stunnable. So even if you have a stun stone, you won't be able to keep him stun locked. Even if you can, or them stun locked, even if you can keep the boss stun locked.
Alright, we also have, is there going to be a new gear set?
No, just the rank 7 stones.
Do you know if there are any plans to add solo mode to co-op or dungeons?
You can already solo dungeons. I don't know if you can solo co-op. To do so, all you have to do is turn on airplane mode and then wait 30 seconds and you'll be able to, it'll pop up an option. Do you want to keep playing even though you couldn't find a match? Outside of that, I'm not aware. But for now, that works just as good. Should be okay unless he one-shots me. Or two-shots me. I would like to do another prize. Does anybody notice what's unique about Chaos? And it's something specific.
Laura, it's not your turn to talk. Get over here. One.
Parker is asking, are you playing with a controller? David said the mob chases you down.
Cody is the answer that I was looking for. So, yep, Cody noticed it when I died. The respawn timer is like 4 seconds. It's actually fast enough that you can get back up and start keep your poison or fire applied through death. Which is quite useful. So congrats to Cody.
How many levels are there?
There's 5. I don't think I'm gonna win, but
What are the Charlie Delta's asking? What's the rewards like? Maze gear and gems, or does it give all of them?
I personally can verify some of the gems or rewards, and you'll see that when I'm done. One of the other testers has beaten floor 5. I have not, and apparently the reward is a little bit different.
All right,
Yeah,
Kevin is saying
lose.
that he noticed that it seems like the mobs aren't respawning either.
Yeah, so the mob respawns are definitely lower than regular dungeon. I think that's intentional because they are so strong. But yeah, as far as the prize was going, the respawn timer was the one I was looking for. But yeah. So my rewards are Yeti gems, and the reason for that is because our first map was Yeti. So if I had beaten this run or this floor, I would have gotten Yeti gems and Maze gems. And then if the third floor was Kraken, then I'd get Yeti, Maze, and Kraken. So if you do all 5 floors, you're getting the equivalent of a full 20 run of each dungeon that you did, which is pretty awesome.
Wow. It's going to help with awakening.
Mm-hmm. You can spend, 5 minutes doing dragon with somebody, which is not bad. Or you can, do the same thing in chaos mode and get a bunch of gems. We're pretty close to out of time. And is there anything that we're missing before we wrap it up?
Not that I'm aware of. Oh, we do have a question. Parker is asking, is Hunt Royale going to expand to different platforms?
That's a question I do not know the answer to. It feels like a mobile game to me, and so my guess it would be that it stays mobile, but I have no idea what their plans are. So, anybody who won a prize tonight, make sure you reach out on Discord if you haven't already. I want to thank everybody for watching. You guys are awesome. I want to thank Tommy for being my teacher and helping me not noob it up as much. I want to thank you, Tabs, for moderating. I know you weren't able to really talk as much as normal, but still very appreciated.
We still have a giveaway. Will Gates' 3-month giveaway, the 3-month VIP giveaway.
I think we did enough giveaways, didn't we? Do you want to tack on one more?
Will had offered.
I'd planned on using that one as one of the ones we already did, but we can do another. That's fine.
Oh, no, he was asking if we had already done the 3-month giveaway or not.
Okay. Yeah, I assume Cody would have won that because he was the last prize winner. Unless I'm mistaken.
Also, Cody, I'm going to throw that out there. Since you were spot on, you had it to the second. Sox's has kindly decided to double your prize. So you will be getting 2,000 of each.
Yeah, speaking of giveaways, thank you to Tommy and Tabs. I assume you guys are together on that. Soxes. Nightfire did one for tonight. And then, of course, Will Gates did multiple. So this is by far the most prizes we've done in one stream, which is awesome. Okay.
And we definitely appreciate the viewers. So thank you guys
Yes.
so much for tuning in. And if you haven't already, make sure you press that like and that subscribe to know when we're going live next.
Yes, like and subscribe. Something I don't say enough. Cool. All right. Thanks, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Maybe. Papa kicks out.